Good luck.
Whoa, I wasn't ready.
Whoa. Who clicked the button? Where's the button?
2, 1, go.
Alrighty, everybody. We're back doing more Symphony of the Night Randomizer Racing. Hope you guys have been well. Your boy is back, having a grand old time. We're prepping for this upcoming tournament. I think I'm just gonna join. Like, what's the worst that'll happen, you know? My ego will be destroyed. I'll have a terrible time. Everyone's gonna laugh at me. At the end of the day, that's good content. And if you enjoy the Randomizer Racing and all the content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, it helps me out a ton, as always. I appreciate everybody who does so. They think they're just so funny. So true, Drek. So true. Another thing you can do as well, if you're interested in like playing any of these randomizers for yourself, check out the randomizer website, SotN.io. I know some people have been asking about it. There's a lot of info on there, including the link to the Discord community. That's where we're holding these races, for example. So if you're not in the Long Library Discord and you want to be and you want to join in on some of these races, go for it. Or if you just want to like ask people for help or just casually talk about the game, go for it. What's the preset? We're playing Lycanthrope. We're playing Lycanthrope. Can't you tell based off of the jumbled letters at the top left of the screen? We're playing Lycanthrope. I think it's Random Castle 1 start, Lycanthrope, and I'm not sure what other changes have been made. Something like that. I forget all the changes that are like tournament specific, but it's not that big of a deal to be honest. Ooh, don't fall down before grabbing that. Thank you very much. Anybody who misses that jump is gonna scream because you can't get back up there. And it's a familiar card. Okay, let's get out of here. That's very funny. Immediately, just here you go. One of the best weapons in the game. Have fun. I'm gonna skip that guy because it's not worth losing MP on him, and it's not worth what's it called? It's not worth losing the MP, and it's not worth getting any level up animations or anything like that. I bonked! I'm bad at the game. I'm trying to save my MP here as well, because you don't get like infinite MP right away. So I'm trying not to use too much of it. That's why I'm not using the wolf skill dash as much as I could be. So I was hearing a lot about this tournament coming up. I was wondering where I can find more info on that. I don't want to miss it. Everything's being organized in the Long Library Discord as far as I'm aware. I don't know if there's any additional conversations about it happening elsewhere. But again, that's also linked via the Randomizer website if you want to check out the Discord that way. All right, don't fail this jump, please. Please and thank you. Meal ticket, if that was a library card, bro. That'd be huge. This could be big. Masamune is huge. Another fantastic weapon. We're getting pretty rewarded here. The correct play generally is to go into the library immediately because statistically it's a higher likelihood if you're playing Lycanthrope normally. But we're not playing normal Lycanthrope. We're playing with random start, which means we haven't seen the castle entrance relic yet. So I kind of want to go up here, check this. And I want to warp to castle entrance and open the shortcut first. Because if there's something that lets us skip going to library right away, that helps us quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie. So let's go do that. This might be a throw. I'm not sure. I think this is the correct play because you want to delay going to the library as long as possible. Because one, you can find money that helps you buy more stuff from the shop. You also have the potential to find mist early, so. But as soon as I do this check, we have to basically go. If there's nothing here, okay. I mean, I'll grab it now because that increases my luck. So there's a small chance that it increases me finding a random drop or something. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, how's it going, MT? I didn't pick up the tall war. I mean, it's a war sword, and I make love, not war, personally. So it's appropriate to skip it. Peace and love and whatever. All that garbage, all that hippie nonsense. I'm pretty sure if I do wolf movement here, I'm gonna get like 10 million level ups, but what am I gonna do to stop it? Try and jump over these guys, there we go. So that's the odd part about not having antifreeze on is you are incentivized to skip enemies to avoid level ups. But if you skip enemies, you can't get random drops. So there is a bit of a balance there, which AKA the balance is if you're bad at the game and you don't skip enemies, you get rewarded sometimes. which pisses me off personally, but you know, whatever. Who am I to say that these settings are bad? I'm trying to skip that guy. Dude, my D-pad is messed up, yeah. I'm trying to do high jumps, but it's not letting me. Whatever. Nothing to sell, nothing to buy. Leapstone is the first relic here, which means anybody who goes up to Coliseum is probably doing fine for themselves. Pretty baller shop, to be honest. Nothing worth buying yet. There's a Varda for 4K. Okay. It's not the end of the world. We did get some info, and we have the outer wall warp at least. Good enemy skip there. Trying to skip killing as many enemies as possible here, but... I mean, Leapstone is still useful. There we go. Yeah, stuff like that. That type of movement is going to be very important in this preset. I'm going to go down. And we're just going to go to frickin' Coliseum now. Thank you, Johnny, for the good luck. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm gonna try and take these races as seriously as I can. Which means I probably won't be like staring at chat, because I do want some proper practice. But also, it can be tough sometimes for your boy, so. Not checking fairy card. I probably should have, you're not wrong. But I just straight up forgot. It's my first race of the day. It's not in logic, so odds are it probably doesn't matter. Probably. Oops. It doesn't matter because we're gonna need to come back there anyways, so. It'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. Copium. Sorry about that. Some sort of sword. I didn't see what it was. I think it might have been Alucard sword, honestly. And block a knife. Okay. I'm gonna unlock this shortcut though. This warp. Damn. Yeah, skipping that one check is probably gonna bite me in the ass, I'm not gonna lie. Because that could have been gravity boots if we find, like, some other form of flight coming up here. It could have been missed there if the intended solution is that you, like, grab gravity boots here and then go back to find mist, and then from there you do shit. I don't know. So there's a chance that we're screwed, but that's always the case whenever you do some dumb shit. Oh, it's exactly what I said was gonna happen, isn't it? Okay, well, we're just gonna find a library card and it won't matter. And that library card is gonna be the only library card we need. Copium. Shit. Which means I also, this is also the big punish for choosing to do the other location first. It was Alucard sword, okay. By choosing to do the warp first, I now have to backtrack over there potentially to do, or no, now that I have the warp, I guess I could do some other stuff. There's some other stuff I can do. I do have the other shortcut open in Alchemy Lab. Okay, this isn't that bad. I'm gonna try and go for an interesting play here. Which is I'm gonna save Alrox's quarters here for a little bit later. Yeah, if I find library card duplicator, then we're golden. Is it possible that you can start with Muramasa with the attack maxed out? I believe if you're playing the stat randomizer, yes. But without the stat randomization, I don't think that that's the case. I know there is a way for it to happen, but I forget how. Yeah, my plan is I'm gonna go Alchemy Lab and then, oh, wait, before I do that, do this. I'm also gonna do the item checks. Okay. Finding a Vlad relic here is pretty good. Zircon, perfect. $150 right there. Directly into my bank account. in real life. Let's freaking go. But yeah, now we can do Alchemy Lab, and this is our first trip to Alchemy Lab, which is pretty good. We're doing it in reverse order, which is also fine. Like, it's not like bad or anything like that. In fact, oops. Also, the Garnet right there gives me access to a Varda now, if I want one. I think I'm gonna save here, just to refill MP and to do a save, finally. Let's see. Are we blitzing? I'm trying, Crackdaw. I'm trying. $150 duplicator in the shop, if only. Nothing here. Okay. So I think from here we want to go this way. Ooh, you guys see that jump? Sheesh. Not bad, not bad. I probably want to put the shield back on, to be honest with you, because I don't think the Mosmane is going to matter all that much. I just wanted a better chance to, like, need to open the menu here, but it's fine. Oh, Uncursed? Dude, that's going to make or break this seed. Watch this. Dude, High Potion. That's going to make or break this seed. Okay, we didn't need either of these, but we did get the checks done, and I wanted to go to castle entrance anyways. Another Garnet? Okay. Dude, a library card would be pretty nice at some point, maybe, perhaps. The other thing I didn't do is I didn't check this item. Okay. I think it's worth taking a peek. It's so close. Because I opened this shortcut, I can go back to Outer Wall now. From there, I can do Fire of Bat. I can do Castle Keep, and then I can warp to Alrox, save Alrox for last, in case I find Mist and Jewel of Open, which is very unlikely, but maybe possible. Shortcuts are not open in this, no. You have to open them normally. So I've already been to that location, which is why the shortcut into that warp is already open. And we get holy glasses. Okay, so we're fine, actually. We're fine. I'll take the damage for now, because we're probably going second castle now. It probably won't speed up too many things, but it is probably worth it. Like, we're probably saving Alrox's quarters. We're probably saving the rest of library for later. I keep forgetting that I should just do this check. I should do this check for what it is, because higher likelihood of being a library card is very important. Same with these. Like, it's just, library cards are so insane in this preset, in this tournament in general, that you just have to maximize your chance of finding one. The dog is schmoovin'. Everybody's asking what the dog is doing without realizing the dog just wants to schmoove. You have to take your dog on a walk sometimes. You know what I mean? Hi, Mom. How's it going? Quick, everyone in chat, say hi to my mom, or else you're grounded. She does have the power to ground you. And I cannot stop her, for obvious reasons. Her power supersedes mine in this domain. Whatever, dude. I'll do this one first. No, I don't even want the Spirit Orb. They knocked me into it. Mom! I'm getting bullied. Make it stop. Ooh, another Vlad. Nice. I should do this check since I'm here. Yeah, I'm going second castle. I need as much MP as I can get. I'm gonna bonk, aren't I? Yeah. Definitely not the optimal way to do things, but whatever. Ooh, Chokus. Not bad, not bad. Let's see here. Ooh, I didn't get the warp, did I? Okay, well, we're gonna have to backtrack for that. Oops. It's a little bit of time lost. It's not too bad, though. I was gonna say, something felt wrong about this route, and that's probably what it was. I can do that item check as well, right above my head, because I still, like, a library card saves so much time here. So. We're probably unpunished currently for the one skip that we did, I'm hoping. Yo, anybody want to see Richter skip right now? Ah, not enough speed. If only, imagine. I'm probably okay not using the Masamune. I also have Tulkas as a backup. Okay. Masamune will help me with some boss fights for sure. But I'm just worried about taking damage right now and, like, dying randomly. How long has it been since I've gotten a duplicator? I think they removed it from the game, guys. I'm starting to think they just got rid of it. I haven't seen a duplicator in a while, yeah. It's been a hot minute. Another Garnet again. We have money now, so going to the library would be fine. We have a blue cape for extra swag. You love to see it. So I'm of the opinion that if you do an early second castle route, you probably want to do these checks. It's one room with 5 items. It's not that far out of the way. And if you find the library card here, you get to, like, skip grabbing this warp. Potentially, but we're gonna need it. Okay, that was not a library card. I'll do the pillar checks for library cards as well. I'm not doing left side. I think it's dumb. We know that there's at least one relic in the first castle still for progression because of the way that we found holy glasses. Again, these pillars have a higher likelihood of being a library card because they're only single-use items, so the pool of items is smaller. Okay, so we do right side for sure. Yo, perfect gravity jumping there. You love to see it. Trying to avoid as many candles as possible because they lower my MP. Nice. I'm not going to do those checks down there, like in the towers. I feel like that's maybe a little desperate, personally, but... Don't need that. I mean, the level ups are nice just to give me more damage potentially and stuff like that, but I am trying to avoid all these extra level up animations because they are unnecessary. No, 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 why? Do you have different air momentum? If you... yeah, it must be the air momentum thing. From gravity jumping after transforming or not. And my D-pad's broken. Awesome. Whatever. I don't need that time anyways. Don't worry, believers. I'm definitely winning this race still. It's going to happen.
Inside of you there are 2 wolves. The recommended number of wolves inside a person is 0.
Oh no.
Please consult your physician.
Oh god. Yeah, you're so right. Hold on. Wait, is that not normal? You guys don't have 2 wolves inside of you right now? Here we definitely just... where is it? Where is it? Mossman. Jesus Christ. The reading boss too strong. Not since the furry convention. Classic. Classic joke right there. Up next is... Trio. I'll just keep the Mossmune on for now, I think. Probably time to switch. Oh my god, is that Echo of Bat? I hope that isn't the progression relic we need. Dude, if Jewel of Open is at... oh... but that would be shared complexity? I don't know how that works, actually. I don't know how to read, actually. I'll grab this. Another reason why MP max-ups are a little silly is sometimes they just randomly refill your MP, and if you knew you were going to get an MP refill, you could, like, change your route completely because of it, but whatever. Don't need that. Nice job, me. Okay. Let's grab this while we're here. Reading is hard. Yep. It's so difficult. The thing is they just, like, there's too many letters, is what I'm thinking, right? Like, why? You don't need all that many letters. We're going up. What was that, duplicator? No, axe armor. I don't need the axe armor, sadly. The only boss it would be useful on is Aquadon. C could go away. That's what I'm saying. There's like a lot of unnecessary letters, in my opinion. Merman statue. Oh, please don't tell me that I'm doing all this garbage. When there was actually Jewel of Open in the one spot we didn't... well, not the one spot. There's a couple spots we didn't check, but... it would make me really sad. It makes some decision making. Not really. The decision making is you always take it unless you're playing Nimble Light, which you never take it if you're playing Nimble Light. There is no decision making. When it comes to grabbing MP vessels, like, the amount of time you save by having extra MP is, like, near infinite in comparison to the amount of time you waste by picking them up. Because anytime you are out of MP in a spot where you need MP, it's like GG's. Maybe you could argue that you stop picking them up, like, 45 minutes into a seed and you're about to finish. I guess that's some decision. Generally speaking, it's not a meaningful, like, skill to be tested. It's basically a test of, like, are you awake? Do you need MP? Probably. Do you not need MP? I guess maybe at the very end of the run when you're about to kill Dracula. So it's like, does this person have a pulse? Yes, no. That's like the skill that's being tested. I'm not a big fan of no antifreeze. I think no antifreeze is fine. It's honestly not that big of a deal. I think mana vessels are probably the most impactful of the quality of life changes. Mostly because it's just a item that you can randomly find that can bail you out in a lot of like scenarios where you've overextended your MP. And then if you don't overextend your MP when one is randomly coming up, you technically are like not playing optimally or whatever. It's kind of silly. Thank you for the damage boost. I appreciate it. I don't believe there's a reason for me to grab that warp in this scenario. I'm gonna do this check. It's a little greedy. This is a scenario where it probably is the correct play to grab that mana prism, but I already committed to skipping it, so now the amount of time it saves is minimal. Oh my god, a karma coin. Did I hear about the new discovered glitch in X2? Yes. I need to figure out how that works in depth because I wanted to make a video about it because I don't think there's like a ton of information out right now about exactly how it works, and I think it could make for a cool little like 10-minute main channel edited video, but I don't know if my audience is necessarily down to watch it. Who knows? Yeah, they found, I believe it's called crystal snail storage or whatever. Essentially, using the charged version of the crystal snail attack, you can like store different states Mega Man is in, and by doing so, you end up like clipping through walls and shit. Or like a bunch of weird glitched scenarios can happen. Not limited to just clipping through walls. They better watch or they're grounded. You heard them. My mom said you have to watch all my videos or else you're grounded, so. Yeah, the current any percent is like 10 minutes now for Mega Man X2 because of that. And funny enough, now there's a meaningful difference between 100% and any percent now for X2, which is somewhat interesting. Because X2 100% used to be kind of a useless category that didn't need to exist, because the only difference is that you, like, fight 3 extra bosses and get the 0 pieces for 100%. And any percent got all the other armor and stuff anyways to get the Shoryuken, because it's so useful for killing bosses quickly in the refights and stuff. But now there is a meaningful difference between any percent and 100%. I feel like I'm getting so punished for my route right now. I'm still very concerned what's in the spot that we skipped. On accident. Okay, I'm gonna die, actually. Where the hell's my shield? There it is. That was a slow menu, but dying would have been way slower, so. Speaking of dying, I simply won't die to this guy. I mean, he's a joke. That crit is massive, by the way. That saved me some time.
That didn't count? You're smoking my penis right now.
Thank you for smoking. I appreciate it. Zwaix is definitely how you say that. Thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate you. Yo, any library cards, though? Dude, okay, we're not winning this race. Second Castle needed to pay out something. And so far it's had literally nothing. And the only thing left to check is either creature or the 2 checks in Death and frickin'... I'm gonna save split this. Oy, oy, oy. huge damage boost for your boy. Yeah, if there's nothing here, then we just have to go back and kill creature. And then warp from there to leave, I guess. We need to find something here. Yeah, I don't have the plot armor today, sadly. Oh, never mind. We're so back, chat. We are so back. We're so back. Probably a very slow route compared to what other people might do through the second castle, because other people absolutely love to do right side for no reason, even though it's like the least... My D-pad is so fucking broken. I need to just throw it in the trash. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, not finding the library card also fucking sucks. So we are racing. When it says exclamation mark race in the top right-hand corner, and also the names of all the racers are in the box underneath the timer, did any of that clue you into the fact that maybe we are racing, or... Sorry, I'm just being an asshole because I'm mad because the seat sucks. You're fine. You don't have to pay attention to anything. I'm just happy you're here. I'm just taking it out on random chatters because I'm an evil, despotic dictator. Everything those people say is true about me. Valid crash out. No, it's not valid. Yeah, reading is hard. I should be more accommodating. Funny enough, I didn't actually need to go back for that warp because I would have used it now. If I had skipped grabbing this warp, it wouldn't have mattered. That's very funny. Granted, that's like a super hindsight thing, but whatever. I'm grounded. Damn. GG's, y'all. Sorry, guys. I can't... Oh, I was gonna win the race, too, but my mom just grounded me. I gotta stop playing, guys. Well, GG's to my opponents. I definitely would have won. That's the thing about it. Everybody agrees that I would have won by a lot, too. By a lot. But I'm grounded, guys. Gotta pack it up. If I had gotten a library card, I would have hated not having that warp. Yeah, pretty much. Unless I found 2 library cards, then that warp doesn't matter. The only reason that warp matters now is because it's my access to the second castle. But if I had another library card, I could just use that library card to get to the second castle, so... Again, there's another world where you don't need the warp. I think reverse library cards probably is the worst part of this tournament, as far as, like, having that be on for all presets. I think it just makes the gameplay very gambly and very hindsight oriented, unfortunately, but it is what it is. And it's another one of those things where it's like, oh, I didn't find the one library card that my opponent found. I guess I'm just losing 10 million years. And the only way to avoid that is to do 10 million item checks, but doing 10 million item checks is slow most of the time, but the times when it's not slow are the times that you wish you actually did item checks, blah, blah, blah. I've made these complaints many a times before. Come on. It's not that big of a deal, though. Yeah, those MP max-ups, I think I'm fine skipping now. Has the new Rando project been revealed? Nope, that's going to be happening later. Honest take, can we just remove library cards? Honestly, that's kind of a similar idea to the scavenger preset stuff that happened around, like, the middle of Season 2 of the Randomizer way back in the day, where people were getting random drops and they were like, man, these random drops are deciding whether or not, like, people actually win these races, so what if we just get rid of random drops? And then from there, it turned out that it just made the game, like, frustrating. Oh my god. Should have turned off Skill of Wolf for this. Oh my god. The wolf movement's supposed to be faster. Oh, I'm so bad at the fucking game. Oh. Womp womp. Left-siders are eating good. They're eating glue, but yes, they're also eating good, yes. If you choose to go left side in the second castle in this tournament, you are eating glue 100% of the time. Because you were just saying, I hope I get lucky by choosing the worst option 99% of the time. Because I get so punished by, like, the way that the randomizer is. One library card is all it takes for the idea of going right side to just be dumb. But that doesn't stop the randomizer from randomizing. Like, going all in on a 10% chance to win scenario just doesn't make sense. It's not a tournament winning strategy. However, when you're in large tournament races like this, there's more chances for variance. Because there's 5 other racers, which means a chance for 5 other routes to unfold. So the odds are at least one person picks the quote-unquote optimal route most of the time. Even if it is the dumb route, it's just in hindsight it ends up being faster. That sort of thing. To Ren, everything's a 50-50. Yes, but Ren doesn't know how to... Like... I was gonna be really mean. I was gonna say Ren doesn't know how to tie his shoes, but... He's probably gonna beat me here, though. Honestly. To be fair, everybody should be beating me here. Finding bat like this also, like, doesn't even matter that much. It's just telling me that Spike Breaker is probably the next progression relic. And now I'm somewhat punished for not picking up more mana ups, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. So that's probably the progression item. Oh, but we did everything in second castle except creature. So now we're getting to the point where we're running out of random Vlads. So either the random Vlad is at Merman statue, or it's at creature, or it's could be what's it called? In the library. If it's in the library, we just lose 100% of the time. There's nothing we can do about it because I probably am not going back there anytime soon, unless Mist is. I just need to hope that Grand Floon, I guess, has the random Vlad that I'm missing. We're also missing a random ring as well. So the thing is like, I know I'm going to do... Okay, and there's MP on the way back. Mana Prism there, okay. So I know for a fact that I'm going to do Spike Breaker, because that's probably Mist or something there, if I had to guess. Hello? Again, my D-pad is so broken. Can't even do quarter circle motions on it. Ay, ay, ay. Ah! I'm so mad, I'm so mad, I'm so mad. Granted, I'm also fighting demons right now, because who knows what the opponents have been doing. They could be struggling just as much as I am. Copium. Getting Ring of Arcana. Never mind, dude. It's over. The random Vlad is probably creature. Someone went left side. They're finishing up in the next 10 seconds. Like, this what a fucking joke.
I'm just gonna guess that their library cards don't exist in this seed. If anybody finds a library card, I instantly lose, but I guess I'll just guess that they won't happen.
Fucking love this game. Speedrunning on keyboard might be the new strat. Somebody inform this guy that the Symphony of the Night world record has been held by Someone who plays on keyboard multiple times. It's not a new strat. Dude, I just came up with a new strat. It's called using a keyboard for a video game that can be played on the computer. Hold on. Am I the first to think of this? Oh, it's over, actually. It's never been more over. Wow. So I'm missing the random ring, which is either at creature or it's in the fucking... Oh, it's never been more over, guys. Sorry, I'm just lashing out on everybody in chat because I'm so mad that I'm getting fucked right now. Like, the odds are so bad that any of this should be happening to me. Oh. Could also be a Galmoth. No, Galmoth's not real. He's not real. Yes, we left immediately, but Galmoth's not real. We had the entirety of the caverns to check for fucking stuff, bro, and there was nothing here. Oh. It's just gonna be at Merman Statue, and that's fine. If it's at Merman Statue, we don't lose that much time for being dumbasses. And I have the entrance warp as well to try and mitigate some of the time loss, I guess. I want a randomizer preset that focuses on combat. You're looking for a different video game, unfortunately. Symphony of the Night is not a game that you want to be focused around combat, because the combat systems in Symphony of the Night are not very good for that purpose.
Stop talking to me! Oh god, it's fine. I'm gonna
Juiced, thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate you. I forgot we also skipped Alrox's quarters, so it could be there. Yeah, we've honestly just chosen a very dumb route, to be honest. We also have castle entrance to do. Forgot about that. Bailed out by random MP max up. Let's go. Like, randomized weapons and armor after every boss fight. You didn't listen to the words that I said. Symphony of the Night is not a video game that you want to have focused around combat. The combat systems that exist in this game are incredibly basic and do not lend themselves to being, like, magnified or focused on in any meaningful way. Many people have tried. It does not work. Symphony of the Night is not a game that is about combat. Also, this is the random Vlad. So that's not the end of the world that we saved this for last, but it just means that we're still missing the random ring. So, and if this is your first time hearing that sentiment that Symphony of the Night is not a game that is good to focus around combat, trust me, I've been playing this game for a very long time and I've wanted it to be better when it comes to combat. It just doesn't exist. It's not real. We've tried, many people have tried. Most of the time what ends up happening is when you try and focus on the quote-unquote combat of the game, it just completely boils down to, do you know how to AI manip the boss? Yes, no. If yes, you win. If no, the boss is really annoying and slow. And frustrating to play against. So it's not really like a good experience, sadly. Like, the AI for the enemies and for the bosses is not good for, like, having some sort of in-depth combat system. The way weapons work is not a very good combat system either. Ren forfeited? That's so funny. I wonder if he ended up dying late without a save. Because there's a couple chances for that to happen, for sure. Second Castle is interesting for that exact reason. That's not the reason why Second Castle is interesting, in my opinion. Second Castle is interesting because it changes the way that you have to route around certain things. And even then, it didn't, like... Because the reason why people died at second castle start is because they're bad at the game, which is like, if you want a preset that makes you look bad at the game, then yes. But that, I can't explain this while also like absolutely floundering in this stupid fucking video game. Other than the fact that like the game is not meant for combat. What you're saying is, I want a situation that is unfair to the player. And I think that will be fun. And that's fine if you think having an unfair combat situation be presented to the player is the fun part of the game. It is not. I would argue it is not. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. You're allowed to have a different perspective about the game. However, I'm going to do a little bit of gatekeeping in saying that I probably have thought about this 100 times more than you ever have. And have also tested it and tried it. So, like, I would need some serious evidence to believe your claim that it would be a good idea outside of I just think so. So that's why I'm giving you so much pushback. It's not because I think you're dumb. It's because I think I've tried and have messed around with the ideas before and have thought about them and have tested them and have realized that forcing combat to be the focal point of the video game is not what the game is about. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Yes, Symphony of the Night is a game about exploration and vibes. That is the core of Symphony of the Night is the vibes of all of the silly shit they put in the game, all of the Easter eggs, all of the artwork, all the music, all the sprites, and exploring those things. That's like 99% of what makes the game good. Everybody thinks the combat is good because they don't know how it works. As soon as you understand the underlying mechanics of how combat works in Symphony of the Night, it is either insanely stupid or immediately trivialized. And there's no in between. There's no like fun, interesting combat scenarios as soon as you level up past layer 0 of understanding how the game works, in my opinion. I haven't been counting, which means I'm going Silver Ring. Right? Because we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. That was 5. That's gonna be 6, 7. We need to get to 8. I think Spike Breaker has to be the next step, which means we're gonna try and skip it at Silver Ring and then beat the game, I think. Again, Secret Life, I think you have an idea that is not like inherently like awful, but I disagree that it is interesting. Because it inherently comes down to like get lucky on your random equipment, but even then the equipment doesn't matter 99% of the time. And when it does matter, all it is frustrating. So it's not going to make for a very fun or interesting experience for players. If anything, it might turn into like a sadistic, like, let's watch these people suffer for like our amusement type of randomizer, which again is fine if that's what you're going for. But I don't think it'll make for a very fun and interesting thing for players to play. Because the optimal strategy is just play the game fast and hope your equipment is decent. Which ultimately results in very unfun, uninteresting gameplay, in my opinion. Oh my god. Please, controller, do the thing you're supposed to do. Thank you. This should be final, Vlad. Yep. I don't think we're winning this. But there's a world where maybe we're doing okay. We might get like second or third. And the only reason I am so passionate about this subject is because I've wanted Symphony of the Night combat to be good for a very long time. It's honestly the reason why the Impossible Challenge exists, because the only way to make combat in Symphony of the Night somewhat meaningful is to strip away all, and I mean all, of the resources the player has, and even then, most combat encounters are completely trivialized. Even when I have 0 HP and no good weapons, most boss fights come down to, do you know how to AI manip the boss? Yes, no. If you do, you win. If you don't, you have to sit there and painstakingly dodge the very predictable combat from all of the bosses. Like, the bosses were designed to be beaten hitless on purpose. That is the reason why the tactics menu exists. The tactics menu exists to literally show you that every boss can be beaten hitless. It's just a matter of how patient are you to handle the situation that you are currently in. And do you know the answer to again, like, the only reason I'm bringing it up is because I have wanted Symphony of the Night to be a very good, shout outs to Matthias for winning this, like, combat-based video game for a long time. There's just no way to do it. And every, like, quote-unquote hard mode or difficult ROM patch that exists, all they do is either take away the AI manips or make the bosses have 10,000 HP or both. And ultimately, that just doesn't lead to a very interesting game, in my opinion. Yeah, you'd have to change the behavior of the bosses completely, and some people have tried to do that, but
You're smoking my
I
penis
don't
right
know
now.
if I've seen, like, reasonable results that, like, change that, because you still have to deal with the combat system inherent in Symphony of the Night, which is, like, you get iframes for doing spells, you have swords that are incredibly overpowered, and then swords that do literally nothing. The way that combat works is also just incredibly limiting for Symphony of the Night. Like, the shield system doesn't, like, make any sort of sense whatsoever. It's not like holding out a shield increases your defense when you take damage. It's not like shields are meant to block specific attacks that are spaced well. It's like, do you have a list of every projectile that is blockable with a shield memorized in your head? Because not all projectiles that look like projectiles can be blocked with a shield. It's a system that is half-baked in the game, they just kind of gave up on it. You know what I mean? I never bought that, Varda, sadly. I'm curious what route Matthias ended up doing. Just brainstorming. Again, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with brainstorming. The reason I am, like, so fervent about this conversation is because it's a conversation, one, we've had on stream a lot, and two, it's a conversation that I've personally thought about a lot. So... because I am incentivized to come up with, like, content ideas that would be entertaining in that way, where, like, combat is interesting, the items that exist in SotN are interesting. The randomizer gets close to providing some of that, but even then. There it is.
Go back whence you came.
Yo,
Follow the
GG's.
soul of my mother
GG's.
no more.
Dude, this seat is ass.
How?
GG's. Yeah, it is.
I spent 10 minutes trying to force Dark Wolf.
Oh, really?
You've been
Interesting.
doomed ever since you lost the
Very
ability to
interesting.
love.
I lost a lot of time in second castle movement.
Oh, yeah. I could see that. Yeah, I did early second castle, and that was,
His own soul.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I think you kind of had to, but, like, the route you take in second castle matters so much.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
And then how you
What did you
handle...
do, if you don't mind me asking?
Were Lisa's
It's right with you.
words.
I did...
Do not hate you.
My start of the game was a little awkward, because I didn't go up to Coliseum right away, and I think that that punished me.
For theirs is
Obviously,
already a
the one out of a
heart.
million times where you get
She
gravity
also
boots
said
immediately if you go up to
tell
Coliseum,
that
which
she
is
would
like,
love you
I mean,
for
whatever.
Yeah.
eternity.
Especially because there's still so many other layer 0 checks left.
Farewell, my son.
I think I last locationed Leapstone. I also forgot to check Fairy Card. Like, it just skipped my mind entirely. So the entire seed, I'm just like, oh god. There's probably like a random Vlad there, or the random ring later on as well, because I was missing both of those at one point. Then I think what ends up happening is I go back to Castle Entrance, do that check. Then I go back to Outer Wall, go from Outer Wall to Coliseum, finally get gravity boots. From there, I think I warp back to Outer Wall again. Do Fire Vat, Castle Keep. I have glasses at this point, and I just go straight to Second Castle. No. I did Alchemy
Yeah,
Lab
that was
first.
semi That was semi-early second castle then, because it pretty much did the entire first castle before going early second, right?
I forgot that actually once I got gravity boots, instead of warping to outer wall, what I did is I actually backtracked, did gravity boots, then did the alchemy lab from the left side. So I started with Saga and Gaibon, then went down, then did the castle entrance warp because I already opened that shortcut from checking it earlier. And then I warped from there to outer wall. Then I did all that other stuff. So I almost full cleared. I just skipped Alrox's check. So sword card and Alrox, the boss itself.
Fear not. I had my own reasons.
And entrance. I also skipped entrance.
I went pretty early because I got gravity boots as my second check.
Okay.
And I did Alrox keep. I went from keep to outer wall. And I actually checked the library in the hopes of finding maybe a library card or some better equipment.
What will you do now?
But then I just went second castle. And I did middle route. I just skipped Beelzebub because we didn't have Jewel of Open.
Yeah.
And no creature. So yeah.
Yeah, that ends up being
Yeah, oh my goodness.
such a good route too.
Sorry.
Alucard.
Yeah, I went to Beelzebub and forgot that I didn't have Jewel of Open, so it was so wrecked.
Oh, that'll happen.
Best this way.
Died to bees.
I can't ease his torment.
So I went for Dark Wolf because I had the ring from Auroch's Quarters.
Yep.
So I knew that everything had to be linear because I found both Merman and Echo.
Everyone's waiting for us.
So I was like, everything's linear. I'm going straight to Spikebreaker as soon as I can. I just skipped everything in Caverns.
That ends up being just fine, I think. Right?
Yeah. I think I would have won.
Yeah, that would make sense.
If I got Dark Wolf first try.
Yeah, the only thing that
legit spent 10 minutes doing Dark Wolf.
The only thing that saved me was the fact that Bat was in the caverns.
Yeah, same.
Like I was just doing every check because I was missing a Vlad, and I was like, well, the odds are because I also skipped Galamoth.
Teasing creature.
No, I did
yeah,
Beelzebub.
same, me too.
I did Beelzebub. I did
the
the full route around like reverse alchemy lab into reverse entrance, reverse caverns. I did that.
Oh, okay, cool.
And it was fine. It just ended up being quite a bit slower than I think if I took the middle route. So I think that's most of where the time save comes from is you skipping bees and you getting gravity boots a little bit earlier. That probably is the difference if I had to guess. Other than that, I think our routes are pretty similar.
I also did everything when I came back to the caverns because I took a year off the game, so I'm really not comfortable with Dark Wolf.
Yeah.
So I was trying to find either Mist or anything that could help, and I found Bat, so that really bailed me out.
Yeah, I was missing the random ring and a random Vlad, so I just did everything that I could in caverns. I ended up, or I did everything except for, what was it? Because I found Bat, I was kind of a little bit more comfortable in like the linearity of it, so I ended up skipping Merman statue itself, went all the way down, found that it was the other, like it was a ring at Spikebreaker, and said, oh, screw it. I guess I gotta go check everything now because I'm missing the random ring and the random Vlad, so like everything that I've skipped up to this point could be it. And I just got lucky with like next checking the random Vlad, and then next checking after that the random ring, so I ended up saving a decent amount of time just from like not having to do a couple of checks, but the route that I took was so like spread out and backtracky that I don't think it saved me that much time in the long run.
Yeah, it's probably just your before going to second castle route. That's pretty much all the time save, if I had to guess, because my movement wasn't great at all. So
yeah,
that was probably it.
That makes sense.
But yeah, GG's.
Yeah, GG's. I'm down to run another one when this one's done, if we want to.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Cool. Sounds good.
Alrighty, I'll BRB once this is over. Alrighty, chat. We didn't get first, but we got second. We did okay. I'll go ahead and pay out, I guess, or whatever. No, I don't want this song. It's too happy, even though I got second place. I don't like that. Oh, but that'll pick me up. Eldritch with the tier 3. Thank you. Much appreciated. Hey, don't forget to subscribe at tier 3. It helps me out a ton. I always appreciate it. Yeah, that's me. Let me pay out. And YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, join the live streams over on twitch.tv/DragonBlitz, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.